Welcome to the Crypto Fix. I'm your man, Ant.
I'm your boy KPGE.
How you been, man? That's a little straight of thought, that quick.
Man, I'm doing good. Can't complain, my brother. Can't complain. Trying to make progression in life. You know what I'm saying? Watching this crypto John.
Definitely.
What's going on with you, my brother?
Man, working. Looking at what the industry is doing. Pretty much that's it. Finally, we got some more haters and stuff like that. I'm surprised, man. It's just the market share is there, man. No need to hate.
Man, they gonna hate because if you're doing something that somebody wants to do and can't do, instead of asking and learning, they gonna hate, brother.
So, man, the market share is there, man. For everyone. The market share is there for everyone, man.
Man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here, man. It never stops in the world of crypto, man.
It don't.
What about y'all, people? How y'all doing? Let us know how y'all doing today in these comments, man. Let us know what's on your mind and everything like that. And while you're at it, please hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff.
Definitely.
Good afternoon. How you doing today? Like I said, hit that like button. Please subscribe. Turn the notification bell on. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to ask any questions that you may have. We're gonna
go from there.
We're gonna jump right in. So per CoinDesk.com, the SEC is back at it.
Oh,
so
crypto mortal enemy right there.
The SEC objects to Binance.US $1 billion Voyager deal alleging sale of unregistered securities. A $1.02 billion deal by Binance.US to purchase assets of a defunct crypto lender, Voyager Digital, has been opposed by New York and federal finance regulators, who said in February 22nd filings it could prove discriminatory and unlawful. The move follows increasing interventions into crypto by the SEC, who probes into alleged sales of unregistered securities recently caused crypto exchange Kraken to shutter crypto staking operations in the U.S. Elements of the proposed Binance.US Voyager deal may also infringe the law, given how they plan to repay Voyager's former customers. So basically, Binance.US, well, we just say Binance to make it simple. Binance, seeing that Voyager went down, they went bankrupt. It's like, okay, all right, let's make a deal, chop up $1 billion, and go ahead and grab his company. We're gonna go through with it. But before they could do that, the SEC jumped in, all different kind of agencies jumped in and figuring any dirt they could pick up whatsoever to block this thing from happening.
I mean, that makes sense because you're not trying to create a monopoly. So if I'm correct, I hope I am. Anytime it comes to a merger or buyout, they make sure like you said, it's not monopolized in this industry. So we already know the SEC is cracking down on crypto already, crypto platforms already. For Binance to go buy a Voyager, right? To buy Voyager, it's like, what you doing? Come on, player. What you doing, man? Don't do this. So they're going to try to stop anything. So I guess that's typically what the SEC going to do. That's for any industry that's trying to buy a defunct company or merge with another company.
Man, it's crazy because I can see what Binance is doing, because obviously Binance has the means. You know what I'm saying? Largest operating crypto entity so far. They're gonna make the deal, rebuild it, pay the customers back, create a new image to say, okay, now Voyager is under the umbrella of Binance. We do business differently. Kind of like rebuild the trust into the company, so to say. But the SEC is like, yeah, we're not gonna let you guys get stronger.
Yeah, cause I remember in the last live, Binance talked about leaving, not doing business in the United States.
Yeah, and cutting ties with U.S. banks and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So now it's like,
so would Voyager be that they have them operate just in the United States alone? They say, hey, Binance would be international,
Mhm.
but Voyager under Binance
Would be statewide.
It would be statewide. It would be United States. They operate United States.
Not national, yes, national. It's the SEC, yo. I mean,
I mean, they're not doing nothing wrong. The SEC in this clean at this point is not doing nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That's their job. Like, they're not doing nothing wrong in this instance. But it's interesting. Like I said, you buying another crypto platform.
I mean, that's what. Boom, you do real estate, and you have a couple of properties, whatever the case may be. You see a beautiful property that has a lot of fees foreclosed on. They probably have some violations of permits and stuff that they got fines, etc. Like, okay, if I put the money into it, whatever, is it going to be worth it for me? And it would definitely be worth it for them, especially if they bring it back into positive standing. But it's just like, if they're able to do that, how much more power they would have, and I feel like it would be significant.
I mean, but I think the real estate analogy though doesn't work in this instance. So let's take a step back. Let's look at when T-Mobile mentioned they want to purchase Sprint.
Merge.
I apologize. When the merger happened, how long did that take?
It took like a couple months. Yeah.
No. When the time they mentioned it, and the time when the merger was complete, how long did it take? Took some years.
Well, I can't comment on that because like they didn't make everything public.
But they did.
They made the last part of it. But if you're talking about from when they were you're talking about from when they were negotiating.
So when they say, "Hey, this merger is going to happen,"
okay,
and now, the merge finally happened. Look at the timeline.
Yeah, it took a while. Yes, that's true.
And like I said, the SEC and Binance is doing the same thing. So to stop a company from growing and creating a monopoly, that's what the SEC is supposed to do. Police the stuff. So if Binance is creating a monopoly in the United States, what you going to do? You're going to look at this stuff.
See, I guess the reason why I'm finding a hard time for seeing it as a monopoly is because there's still other entities like Coinbase, so on and so forth.
But Coinbase is not going around buying up other crypto platforms.
True. It's hard to call because, well, I guess the whole process we'll end up seeing what's going to happen, because if they can clear up whatever unregistered securities and stuff like that, then there's no violations, nothing like that, then they can't stop it. As long as there's nothing illegal or nothing that's funky that shows up.
I mean, of course not. So they make sure that the deal will go through. But again, like I said, they will look into it and say, yo, if they do this, how powerful will Binance be?
Extremely.
Like I said, the Binance about not working with the United States because the SEC is cracking down on crypto platforms. So it's a lot of contradiction. That's how I see it. It's a lot of contradiction on that part.
So it's like, let's move our main entity out and get a subsidiary. Kind of like if you had T-Mobile, you got Metro. Now, who knows what they'd be up to with that? Ooh. I wish we would fly on the wall to figure out what they got going on in that room right there with the higher ups in Binance.
Yeah, like I said, Binance is looking to step out of the United States. They said they never put a date when they're going to do it, but it's being talks about they're actually going to do it, but when they're going to do it.
So maybe if they get Voyager, they won't, because they have a separate entity to process.
Then the people that has the Binance on the U.S. side could transfer
to Voyager.
If the deal goes through.
Well, we'll see. We will see, because I feel like it's a strong probability, because with the way the SEC has been moving, that like if it was anything like damning, it'd be wiped out.
Yeah, so that's the SEC trying to make sure.
I guess they're gonna have lawyers and back and forth. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be a while. So, but I figure so hypothetically speaking, if this goes through, do you see like Coinbase going for other companies? Do you think it's gonna be a bidding war now for all these bankrupt companies?
So yeah, so if if Binance does this, if it goes through, Coinbase will. Why wouldn't they will start looking for other? But they operate in the United States all over, so they may not say, "Look, I take that back." They may not say, "Hey, no, we're not going to look around. We're going to compete in this market and try to take away Binance customer base."
That's a good way of looking at it.
They said because they said they operate in the United States until I hope it don't happen. You know, if SEC gets them and fine them for a hefty amount, then they may say, "Yo, we out too," and we may got to find a third party to host this. We got to find another bankrupt company.
Well, I kind of feel like, all right, if I was Coinbase and I see the SEC doing all these things,
Yeah, make sure
I'm gonna start filing my paperwork together, get everything situated, and everything like that. Because if they don't, that would be highly incompetent, knowing that there's a force or entity going around regulating, and you're not doing it ahead of time. So when they do show up to your doorstep, oh, come on in. What do you need? Oh, this file's right here. This file's right here. So it's crypto has definitely been interesting. The cryptocurrency platforms, and all these different entities.
Yeah.
The SEC is definitely showing why they're the SEC.
Yeah.
And like just like the chairman said, Mr. Gisler or whatever the case may be, you ain't playing no games.
That's it. You on you.
On
your bumper. That's it.
That's a fact. Man, we're gonna jump into this next story here. Per WCVB.com, former Cohasset employee charged with stealing thousands from the town to power crypto mine. And this happened in Cohasset, Massachusetts. So a former Cohasset, Massachusetts town employee is accused of running an operation to cash in on cryptocurrency by stealing electricity. Officially, Namdeem Nahas worked for the town of Cohasset in the facilities department, but the police department alleges he also secretly operated a cryptocurrency mine inside a crawl space in the Cohasset Middle School / High School, stealing nearly $18,000 in electricity from the district to do so. In December of 2021, school staff called Cohasset police after finding multiple computers, wires, and ventilation equipment inside a crawl space in the building that houses Cohasset Middle School and High School. Police say that the town's IT director recognized the setup as a crypto mine, and town investigation enlisted the help of the Department of Homeland Security to remove the equipment and examine it.
Homeland Security. So he had a crawl space, the vent out all the heat and the noise.
So the crawl space is like, you know, like a lot of houses have it, but being at a school is so huge, their crawl space is gonna be even larger. So he got all the crypto miners, computers, all the wires and stuff that you need, and he created his own ventilation to, you know, because otherwise people know it's a lot sooner because the heat would be just compacted and making the building hot.
And I know it, you won't hear it.
But like in the crawl space, like, you know, like you can, I'm not gonna say you can control sound, but you can direct it, like depending on how the crawl space is sounding. So you might not hear it, especially no one's there at night. Kids are there during the day, making a whole bunch of noise and buses and different activities going on, whatever the case would be. So this was actually really smart because he's building facilities. So especially if he's in charge of that certain area.
Charge of the building. So how long he was my question is how long he was running it and how did he get caught?
Well, he was running it for quite a while because
he racked up $18,000. But he had like multiple miners though.
No. He racked up $18,000 in electricity costs.
Yeah, but he had, according to, I know we saw the picture and everything. He had multiple miners.
Oh yeah, he had numerous miners.
He had multiple.
They said that he made quite a big penny because you have all these miners running, constant electricity. You can run whatever you want.
Free electricity.
Yeah, well, he wanted to pay that back with fines, but so apparently, from what I was reading the article, they found it like they didn't find it; they stumbled on it.
So
it's a whole like wires coming from certain places. So I guess maybe he went in there and he didn't cover up like he was supposed to, and somebody noticed the wires, and it's like, if I'm the teacher and I notice the wires, I'm like, hey, Mr. Ant, what's going on with these wires? And now everybody's digging and searching and eventually finds it. Oh man! So if nobody would have discovered it, he would just kept doing it. Yo, what's up, DJ Mines? Yeah, it's definitely crazy. It's definitely
So
crazy.
he kept on running that. You saw he didn't tell nobody like, yo, guess what I'm doing after school.
That's probably it. Because if he was doing it for so long and nobody discovered it, because my thing is, the school not checking the light bill. Because I don't care what kind of business I'm running. I don't care how much money I'm making.
But you did mention that the school constantly runs.
Oh yes, that's true.
So school constantly, the lights is constantly on.
The different computers.
But how the janitor, the night janitors they notice it?
Well, certain places you don't gotta clean. You know what I'm saying? And then if it's in a crawl space, the crawl space is usually that area where it's kind of like dusty, dirty anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody really goes down there. You store old boxes and files and whatever. So it is a strong probability he probably feeling himself a little bit. So they make a couple bands and like, yeah, you know that crawl space down there. I'm doing my thing, because he was doing it for so long before he got caught. And we usually are our own worst enemy. You feeling too good about yourself now. Now I gotta let the cat out the bag.
If he was making money, let's say he was mining in 2021. Man, he was in the bull market.
Mm-hmm.
He was making hands over fists.
He was making a lot of money, and they didn't discover it until December 2021. So, say for example, he was mining for 8 months, and then you gotta remember now, he's not taking any cost. He's not paying for light or anything.
Yeah. All that.
So
straight profit. Straight profit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yo, that's that. Oh man.
So straight profit. So this man making straight profit. Mm-hmm. So he's out. Like I said, we don't know his spending patterns and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. The crazy part, they call it Homeland Security.
Well, I'm guessing it's a small town. I didn't really get to find out too much, but usually small towns just don't have the equipment or the manpower to actually do.
Let's cut the miners off. Turn them off.
You see, people are scared of what they don't know. Mm-hmm. If we're back in the town now, NYPD, they got the analyst, the forensic, But these small towns, and he's smart doing it in a small town too. Nobody really knows anything about it. Is he wrong?
Is he wrong?
Besides the obvious, trespassing. Well, then again, he's the facility.
He was working there.
Yeah, he's a facility. So
So this happened. So like I said, he did work there. Mm-hmm. Now he got let go for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. But the miner he had the mining farm still running.
Oh no, he didn't get let go.
He did. He get let go.
He got let go because they discovered the miners and found out that was him.
Oh, I thought he got let go before that.
Nah, he just has miners going. It's just like a regular day. If he's facility in charge of fixing whatever, he's just doing his thing. Mm-hmm. But when all the kids and the teachers going from out of school, whatever, he go down. Or he doesn't even have to go down because he has the computers down there relaying the information to him, so he can see the status of all his machines.
Make sure the hash rate is running right.
That is beautiful. It's messed up that he did that to the school district, but that's beautiful.
Then it is messed up. Like you said, it's a small town. Mm-hmm. You boil on the budget.
But school is not going to be paying like how we pay.
Yeah. But like I said, but remember, it's a small town, so you fight for scraps of budget from federal. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, if the budget is tight.
But if the budget is tight, they should have noticed the power consumption. But even if the school, you won't notice. Well, then again, if it's $18,000 over a certain amount of time, you wouldn't really notice it like that because it's spread out. It wasn't one. Oh, okay, so it wasn't $18,000 one time. It added up to $18,000. Mm-hmm. My man was pocketing. See, and I feel like that's a problem with people. I feel like if you do something that it might be right or wrong, but it's morally wrong,
Mm-hmm.
You make X amount and relocate, bro. You should, because
Relocate where?
if it's me, right?
Yeah.
If it's me, I'm gonna mine a certain amount to make
Mm-hmm.
sure I cover all my bills and debt, whatever. And then I gotta start looking at the bigger picture. Where am I? He was way too greedy. Yeah, I think he was too greedy too.
You got the best of them.
Yeah, because come on. We all right. Say we were the builder guys, and we want to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I know we gotta pay off the car, the this, the da. Because it's when the market was doing really good.
Yeah.
So we're bringing money in, so we just pay off our debts, clear whatever, we good. Plus, he getting a paycheck still, bro. Like, yo, owe some income up. And then once we get to a certain point, it was like, yo, listen, we don't know how much longer this is gonna go. We got to figure out where we're gonna put our miners down, or at least have a backup setup or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's enclose it or hide it better or make modifications. He
But
just
he said the discover that something right. He had to tell somebody. He probably feeling himself too much, right? He probably being greedy.
Mhm.
I don't know. Probably saw a young lady. You know, it happens, yo. You see a young lady, like beautiful woman.
I'm getting all this cheese
I'm
right
getting
here.
this money. She asked, "How you getting this money on your?" It's a small town, so everyone probably knows their salary.
Mhm.
Yo, how you getting all this
Oh
money?
yeah, he balling and stuff, and like, yeah, how you get all that?
He's trying, impress the young lady. So yeah, I gotta word got out around the small town. Probably town of 8,000 people. Probably. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I don't know.
Teachers got mad. Teachers like, yo, I gotta do all this for my students, and I ain't getting no money.
So you
Is
got
it-
greedy, you know.
It's you know, you can't fully judge somebody unless you're in their shoes. Okay.
I was watching like if he's doing the same routine, like he's doing his normal, duties for his position. Like, so what would make them say he start watching?
All right. So
If you're
okay.
doing your normal duties, right?
So I show up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get a job. You the superintendent. You give me a job to
Yeah.
handle facility management, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like you said, you know my salary, small town, probably $35,000 a year. Pull out the big pants. Got the rolling on my wrist. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be simple as, why is he spending so much time in the building? Because yeah, your facilities guy, cool, whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
there's literally no need for you to be there.
Yeah, these same meaning disappearing the same at the same time. So you think he was staying at that one spot too long? So if the place had cameras, right, and now he in this one area. Why he in this one area? Right, hours on end.
That's a good point.
What's going on in this one area?
I'm gonna be real to you, right? Like when I was back in Long Island, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I was bouncing, like I collect the money at the door, right.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, a certain amount of people come in. I start favoring this one pocket. So if you was watching me, like you was trying to like, see me from a mark or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you watch me, you see me hold my pocket because first 20 people ain't nothing. Like, $30 at the door, that's less. But now you're getting 50 people. So I got this heavy. I'm waiting for the manager to collect it. So like I'm kind of unconsciously like I'm holding like
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I'm paranoid now. So maybe he's just like, it's too good to be true. He got a lot
But
of.
he had a crypto wallet.
Well, maybe he was doing an unconventional way. It's so many.
He had a wallet. Remember, you got to convert the coins into the wallet too.
But that's what I'm saying. It's so much unconventional ways. It's kind of like um those people that got show cars. They do all the work to it and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you do the proper things and cover it, whatever, it should be fine. But some people just like to stare at it, and it all comes down to he's at fault because he did something to give himself away.
Yeah.
Whether it's being greedy, whether he kind of paranoid, like, because if I clean this one spot, then I come back and I clean the spot again, like, what's going? Nothing's wrong with the spot, like, something was giving himself away, like, and that's why they say complacency kills. or bringing equipment he wouldn't need. That's a good point too. One of the miners break down, now I gotta try to fix it a certain way.
But is his facility facility coordinator?
You just said he's in the facilities department. That's all.
Facility department. So he get packages coming every day.
Yeah, he gets packages coming in every day, but that's what I'm saying.
It's not odd neither.
It's not odd, but see, it depends. Are you meticulous, or are you gonna walk through the building with whatever part open, or are you gonna have it in the box same way? You know what I'm saying?
Probably, I don't know. Keep it in the box the same way.
But see, some people, like I said, he not thinking about. Because let's be real, if he was trying to be meticulous and thinking about everything the right way, he wouldn't get caught. Because they said the reason why he got caught is they probably giving us some unofficial whatever fiesta. But this is the reason that he got caught was because a couple of the teachers noticed the wires. So notice the wires in the like leading out of the crawl space. So that tells me you ain't cover it up enough. Because if you have enough time, listen, slowly but surely, I'm gonna start removing and fixing the baseboards to have the wires run behind the baseboards, or if I gotta excavate a certain part and then slowly start patching it up, whatever. So no matter what it is, he got caught, and it's just like it's not like you don't have the means to fix whatever or set it up properly.
You think he's not facing? I don't think the story said he's facing the jail time. I know they're gonna try to hit him with that fine and pay that money back.
You have to pay the money back on top of other fines, and then obviously that looks horrible for your employment status because now your name is in the news and everything like that and whatever. And most likely, well, it depends, because if you're a first time offender, you might get community service or something, or restrictions. I know
probably a year probation.
I have some friends that did extracurricular activities on computers and stuff like that, and they simply couldn't use a computer, or they couldn't use anything connected to the internet for like 3 years or so. You know what I'm saying? So there's different ways that they could punish them. However, it's ingenious, because who really sit there and think like, yeah, let me put these miners in here, like da 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 da.
I mean, the guy was probably up on crypto mining. He said he had the space. I had the electricity, the space to do it, and he just did it. But he just did it. Okay, so he had the means, he had the space to do everything. Like I said, this dude wasn't paying for electricity, so that's a come up right there. He didn't have to hire an electrician.
Because it seems like he knew what he was doing, unless that could have been the issue. We're presuming that he knew how to do everything himself.
But schools ain't running on 120, and he went on higher.
Well, with schools, it's not a matter of the voltage, but if you want to wire something a certain way, or the case may be, somehow, like, I feel like they're not giving us how he really got caught.
No, definitely. We gotta find a part two. We gotta find part two to the story.
Because like a lot of these stories, because the more they reveal, is the more it shows negligence on their part. So they're like trying to make it seem like, yeah, the teachers did that, because the teachers finding out that's a good scoop. Like, teachers care. They take
you look at why you guys say, what's up? Why you running? And you probably go to him and say, hey, there's something running right there. Oh, I look at it. Don't worry about
it. If I'm a teacher, as long as the wires look safe, I'm not worried about it. Because I remember in my school, it was like when I was in high school, they started the whole fiber optics joint. Like it was like 2008. I was in ninth grade. They started the whole fiber optic stuff, and there was wires everywhere. So it just depended on him. It all comes back to him. That's what I believe.
It does.
But it's like, if you have the right setup, crypto is elite. It's like. I mean, what was he paying for? Maybe repairs to the miners and stuff like that.
If he knew what he was doing, he could have repaired it himself.
But you're gonna need parts to repair.
Yeah, you could have many hardware stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's going into so the most he would have spent is for some repairs, which is minuscule compared to what he's making. So he's not paying for electricity. He's probably using their. What if he was using their Wi-Fi? He got to use their Wi-Fi.
Or plug into the Ethernet. So he had wires running.
Yeah, so
Like I said,
I
he had something ventilating and get the heat not being
So
trapped in the air and have
yeah,
the stuff to
but
this noise.
nobody really gonna make complaints about the ventilation system set up because the schools they got the air conditioners, they got the heaters, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm a teacher, I'm trying to get a direct link into my Ethernet. I'm trying to get a direct link into the Ethernet because it runs fast, a little bit faster like that. Like, yo, why is all of them filled? Like, what's going on with this? Like, first of all, where does this lead? What the what? Like you said, probably call him up. Hey, what's going on with this?
Yeah.
Oh, we're testing something. Blah,
That's
blah,
it.
blah, 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 blah. How many times is that gonna work?
Someone look into this. Damn, he got caught. That's the crazy. He got caught.
Listen, that's the problem with people. Like I see so many things, especially with crypto, where people just, yo, you remember that lady that got accidentally deposited a whole bunch of crypto?
Oh, took that 24 million. Yeah.
And you see how she was just
gone. Yeah. Until he actually back. Yeah.
Using whatever she could use, getting whatever, selling it, boom, 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 putting people's different names to that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's what I would do. Like if I'm doing that, all right, I'm just paying this. I got a couple extra stacks, blah blah. Or at least cut down to where it's not as obvious because you using all the Ethernet ports, the Wi-Fi slowing out because you want to join whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a certain amount. Okay, let me pop down because the crawl space was huge. So he probably kept putting more and more miners in there because greed, like instead of like, all right, I got what I need. Let me just drop down to a few miners, keep it calm, cool, and collected.
He don't mention what type of coins he was mining. I wonder what coins he was mining.
If that was at that point, you got to be mining Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yeah, it had to be.
You had to be mining Bitcoin. Had to be, bro. And how was Ethereum back then? Ethereum was
up.
Yeah, and it was GPU money at that time too.
Ethereum, now you could use an ASIC miner for Ethereum. Ethereum was up. There was all ASIC miners. Ethereum was up.
Mm-hmm.
Cadena was up. But I don't know. Like,
well, when did Doge take off? That was 20.
I mean, Doge's been around for a while, but the hype didn't happen until 2021. That's when the hype happened.
My boy doing big things. Well, he paying back big things now. Shit.
So that's crazy.
It's always the people that don't got a vision for it that get it, man. Because hypothetically speaking,
we not trying to tell people to commit crimes out here.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Don't try to set up a mining farm in your workplace. And like I said, it's more to the story. Mm-hmm. We're gonna find more to the story. Mm-hmm. They're giving part 2 of this one. Next, I want to know how he got caught.
It's juicy. It's too juicy.
And I'm kind of curious what coin he was mining.
I don't think he'll give up what kind of coin he was mining, because I feel like that would put people tend to take negative things and take positive about it. Oh, he was mining Bitcoin. Oh, he was mining this. Mm-hmm. He was mining that. Oh man, my poor boy got caught.
I hope it was I hope he didn't a woman. Like, I hope it was a woman that gave him up. Usually our downfall.
She probably want to X him out, and he's like, I don't know about that.
That's usually the downfall for us. It's a woman. Woman is bring us down.
You get the right woman. You gotta get the right woman. You get the right woman. It was just like with crypto. You gotta be smart. Oh man. His idea was very well thought out because
it was.
It just the follow up. The follow up got to be real, man.
It was in a crawl space, and people walking on top of it. I'm not an expert in this part.
So like
I'm not an expert. Can you feel the heat?
That's what I'm saying. Like with a school,
from the floor, can you feel that? I'm
not an expert, but from a school, their type of crawl space is extremely dense. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, he's set up the ventilation. So you gotta remember the crawl space is like, like for a house, he's usually on the house,
Mm-hmm. It's
so
now,
like, and then it's kind of like a cave-like type thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So with a school, it's like say 10 times it's bigger because it's a middle school and a high school. Mm-hmm. It's huge. So he had the perfect setup, and then the sound, like like how you have if you by the highway with no walls, you hear the sound of all the cars, but you put the sound barriers with the walls, mm-hmm. It kind of blocks some of the sound out. That's
Yeah.
kind of like the crawl space is perfect because where the machine's making noise, it'll travel out a certain way because you probably got like 3, 4 layers of concrete on top of the crawl space. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So he had to get himself caught with the wires or however he put it up. So I'm saying he had enough time to figure it out. How can I make it more concealable? Because nobody going to the crawl space, bro. Nobody going to the crawl, especially in a town where nothing happens and it's just regular degular every day.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to a crawl space. You not going to a crawl space. Like the only maybe the man of the house that it's a school and it was his job.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to that's a perfect hiding place. So and you notice they didn't say like, oh, they went to the crawl space for whatever. They said the wires led them to it.
Yeah. That's wild. Like I said, we're gonna find a part 2 in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
So, as people say, as the face that runs the place. As a face that runs the place. Wrestling reference, and you're a wrestling fan, AJ Styles.
I'm looking for movie roles.
Exactly.
Movie roles.
We looking for movie roles.
All that good stuff.
All that good stuff here. It's an inside joke. One day we will disclose.
Yeah.
Well, Bobby said this on another live.
And then also, like I don't know if DJ Minds is still watching. If you guys are in the area, you want to come get interviews so you can see what's going on. Like, let us know what you think about crypto. It's not how you feel about crypto. You don't gotta. We like opposition. If you have some hard details, some hard questions, you can ask them, and then we could try to answer them, or we could find an answer together, or we can write up to the powers that be and get whatever information. But that's the whole point of this. We want to be closer to you guys.
Exactly.
We want to be closer to you guys as much as possible. You could. We don't got to tell you we're real. You can see for yourself.
Real.
You can see.
I mean, you want to tour the office right now. Oh, we got stuff. We moved around. Like we give you a tour of the office on probably on social media. We give you behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
People working in the minor repair, what we do in the day-to-day life, the day-to-day.
Yeah, man. It's nothing more to me. It's nothing better than a company that I get services or goods from that I can interact with. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're here.
Yeah, we interact with you guys. And as the mouthpieces here, here on btminers, this is the Crypto Fix Live. I'm your man, Ed.
I'm your boy, KPGE.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Back to back. We out.
Ooh.